7:05 here, early morning show. We got a big deal going down at the Gund Arena all week. It's the 2000 U.S. Figure Skating Championships.
And the nation's best figure skaters are here in town. The U.S. Figure Skating Championships at Gund Arena, and the competition is sure to be tough.
You've got Michael Weiss, who was the defending champion, and Timothy Gable, who, of course, skates out of Lakewood here, who landed 3 quads in one program.
The quad, man versus gravity, 4 revolutions. It has never been done at the U.S. Championships. Once the hunter, now the hunted. Michael Weiss comes into Cleveland as the defending national champion. After a season of injury and frustration, can he rebound and prove that he is America's best?
Nice to meet you.
Hometown hero Timothy Gable has his own flight plan and is right behind Weiss in second place. He looks to take his air attack to the next level today and steal a win from the man with the crown. Gable, Weiss, a battle to the finish.
Who's gonna teach you how to dance? Who's gonna show you how to fly?
Cleveland, Ohio, and the revitalized downtown area here, home to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and to Jacobs Field, where the Indians play. Just a foul ball from that, though. We are inside Gund Arena, and the men have already started to arrive for the free skate, including the reigning U.S. champ Michael Weiss in first place after the short program. He takes on, though, Timothy Gable in second in his hometown, and with 3 quadruple jumps planned in this portion of the competition. So we welcome you to one of the great days in figure skating, the State Farm U.S. Figure Skating Championships. Hi, everybody. I'm Terry Gannon. Thrilled to be with you for the 37th consecutive year. This event is being aired right here on ABC Sports. We're just moments away from the first group of men to take the ice. When the top contenders are out there, we'll bring you that action live, of course. And then tonight, what a great final for the ladies on tap at 9 o'clock Eastern and Pacific. 15-year-old Sasha Cohen in the lead after the short program, trying to pull off the major upset over Michelle Kwan, who now has to play catch-up. At 9 o'clock Eastern, along with coverage of the pairs free skate. It's always an honor to welcome in this gentleman who stands beside me right now. He was recently named International Figure Skating Magazine's Man of the Century, Man of the 20th Century, and I've never met a Man of the Century before, so I'm thrilled. Congratulations, Dick.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that.
Well deserved, that honor. What about this men's matchup, though?
Well, you know, the real title here is not only the U.S. Championship, but who is going to be the first to land a quadruple jump at the U.S. National Championships. We're going to see major attempts by Michael Weiss, by Timothy Gable, and by Trifon Zivanovic. Both Weiss and Gable have done quadruples in other competitions, and quads, as you know, are standard fare for skaters like Plushenko, Yagudin, and Stoiko, all of whom we'll be seeing at the World Championships later this winter. But today it's up for grabs. Who's going to be the first to do a quadruple? And while you're at it, don't forget to watch the rest of the program. There's going to be some pretty spiffy skating.
So the quad title on the line, the national title on the line.
You got it.
Seen a little bit. First, though, we turn our attention to the ice dance finals and bring in 2-time U.S. champion Susie Wynn. All the talk coming into Cleveland, Susie, on the 2 top teams competing here.
Terry, it's going to be quite a dance competition. Leading the field, the defending U.S. dance champions Naomi Lang and Peter Chernychev. They are strong, they're powerful, and extraordinarily gifted, and they need to be to hold off a young team. Jamie Silverstein and Justin Pekarek. They now are the reigning U.S. and World Junior champions. This is their first time at the senior level, the first season, and they're only 16 and 19 years old, but both of these teams create quite a force on the U.S. dance team. So
the current champs against the future, the much anticipated matchup materialized here in Cleveland. Jamie Silverstein and Justin Pekarek, the most promising young American couple in years, earned a second-place spot through the original dance. Naomi Lang and Peter Chernychev, the reigning U.S. champions, skated their way into the lead through 2 portions of the competition, with the gold medal now on the line. The standings heading into the free dance, Lang and Chernychev trying to repeat. Silverstein and Pekarek in second. Beata Handra and Charles Sinek hold third over Debbie Cagle and Oleg Fedyukov.
Two more competitors representing the Detroit Skating Club. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Jamie Silverstein and Justin Pekarek.
So the third phase of the ice dance competition on tap now inside Gund Arena. The free dance worth 50% of the overall score, lasting 4 minutes. Terry Gannon, Susie Wynn, Leslie Visser with you as Jamie Silverstein and Justin Pekarek step onto the ice. Many believe they could become the best American ice dance couple ever. Currently in second place.
And every time they step on the ice, expect to see a great performance. Through this whole first section, they're just holding on with really one arm each. Shows a lot of strength, a lot of coordination. And they bridge all of the required elements in a very difficult and creative way. They're opening up with one of their first dance lifts. There are 5 to 7 that are required. How quickly they turn in the circular footwork pattern. Both of them have very difficult footwork, and they're so skilled and well coordinated with one another.
This their first season competing at the senior level. They swept both the U.S. title and the World Championship last year on the junior level. Jamie, only 16 years of age, just did apply for a driver's license, originally from Pittsburgh, and Justin, 18 years old, from Southfield, Michigan. This is their change of direction lift. They change positions from high to low, and he changes curves. And they do it so well. They're really getting into the spirit of the music. They seem to understand what they're trying to say through their theme. It's got to be an unusual situation, too, with their training partners. The reigning champs, Lang and Chernyshев, still to come here. Sharing the same ice during practices, sharing the same coach as well.
I think that really pushes you when you have your fiercest competitor right in the same house, so to speak. Terry, what makes them so good is how capable they are. Their coaches, Liz Coates and Igor Shpilban, have done an exceptional job at setting such a strong base for them. When you have that base, you can really be creative, as you can see here in this rotational lift. Just extraordinary positions, unusual strength and flexibility. First time in seniors, quite a big jump, and they're handling it so beautifully.
Teamed up in '95. 6 months later, they won the novice championship, and there's a look at Justin's father, John, and his sister, Sarah. Silversteins are here as well. The entire family here to watch them. The novice championship, they won the junior championship last year. Could they have just captured their first senior title? Have to wait to find out.
One of the required lifts is a direction lift, where you can see Justin has to change curve. She's changing position while he makes the transition. A lot of things can happen in that transition, and they really do it well.
Well, there's a look at the very serious-looking panel of judges who will decide the fate of these skaters today. Susie, what's going through their minds as they watch the action now?
What the judges are looking for in the ice dance event: the required elements, which include dance lifts, dance spins, and footwork sequences. They're also looking for unison and leg line throughout the program. Speed and flow are also very important. Closeness and difficulty in both the footwork and the choreography.
5.8.
In every one of those categories, it's hard to find fault with what Silverstein and Bacaric just did. Listen to the crowd right now as the first of 2 sets of marks is announced. Technical merit 5.5 up to 5.8.
Well, those 5.8s look good to me, and those are the marks that I'd be giving them as well.
Well, Igor Spielbahn on the left right there, your screen, so they don't waste a minute in any practice, any time. It's paying off now. Presentation marks 5.6 up to 5.8. So the standard has been set, and it will be tough to match. More of the free dance comes your way when we come back to Cleveland.
Their stories are all different, but their passion, their dreams are all the same. That's why State Farm is a proud sponsor of women's sports, because little girls have big dreams too.
See the USA in your Chevrolet. America's the greatest land of all.
The new Chevy Impala LS has better acceleration than the 3 top-selling cars in its class. So it's only fair to tell you, Sunday drives may last until Tuesday. Let's go for a drive. Impala, we'll be there.
Before you go out and rent a carpet shampooer, get the Dirt Devil Easy Steamer. The lightest, easiest, most compact carpet cleaner. The Easy Steamer gives you deep cleaning power you can see, with a motorized brush that agitates and lifts stains and everyday dirt right out of your carpet, upholstery, or stairs. For professional results at home, get the Easy Steamer, because nothing escapes the power of a Dirt Devil.
New experiences just have to be shared, and there's no better way than dialing 10-10-321.
I took to it like a duck to water.
With 10-10-321, it's just 8 cents a minute on calls over 10 minutes, day or night, with no monthly fee.
It was so much fun, I couldn't stop.
And at 8 cents a minute, you can keep on talking.
In no time, I was whipping around that record.
Talk as long as you want with 10-10-321.
When you coach the junior gymnastics team, you do most of the exercise, so muscle aches are out of the question. That's why I take Advil every time. This is a very safe sport, as long as I can keep up. So I trust Advil. Absolutely nothing's been proven stronger in even tough pain. These kids depend on me, and I depend on Advil.
Advil, stronger than pain. And for kids, nothing relieves fevers faster than children's Advil.
The State Farm U.S. Figure Skating Championships. This ABC Sports exclusive brought to you by State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Chevrolet, Chevy will be there. New Carry Fast Absorbing Lotion. Strong enough to be Carry, fast enough for you. And Visa, the preferred card of the U.S. Figure Skating team. It's everywhere you want to be.
Welcome back to Cleveland. The State Farm U.S. Figure Skating Championships continue now. The free dance underway as Debbie Cagle and Oleg Fedyukov take the ice in 4th place after the original dance. And they are the reigning bronze medalists at the National Championships. They have slipped to 4th place. They're fighting to try to get back on the podium.
If they can have a consistent performance here and really concentrate, there's a good chance that they could really pull up back into that 3rd place position. their change of direction lift. Nice flow in and out. They do have a very smooth quality to their skating. The rise and fall of their knee bend is so well synchronized that it really creates that softness as they cover the ice. Terry, they were telling me that with their coach and choreographer, Ushi Kessler, that what they do to warm up is they improvise for a good 10 minutes before even starting the day, just to get the feel of dancing with one another.
Ushi Kessler, also the coach of Elvis Stojko. In fact, Oleg Fedyukov and Elvis, they train in the Philadelphia area together, and they play quite a bit of hockey together, too.
That's a good warm-up. One of the other requirements is a dance spin here in what's called a foxtrot hold. It makes it easier for the judges to compare element per element with these dance couples, making it more of a sport.
Oleg Fedyukov, one of the many skaters originally from Russia, original hometown is Moscow, made their way to the United States to live and train. He came 7 years ago and recently became a U.S. citizen. So he was so proud of that. Went to a Philadelphia Flyers hockey game and they played the national anthem. He got chills and said, "Oh my God, this is now a part of me."
Ever since he's been here, he said he wanted to become an American citizen. Keeping up the energy of the program very well. In the flow, judges are looking for that ice coverage. Very strong dance lift. That can be tricky because her leg lassos and loops around his head. So the timing is crucial there. This is the diagonal footwork judges are looking for. The difficult turns, different changes of direction, and different uses of edges. This program had a very soft quality. They skated it well, they performed it well, and that's exactly what they needed to do.
Well, can they get back up on the podium in 4th place after the original dance? And Susan and Marty Clayman, Debbie Kegel's mother and stepfather. They love it from the front row here at Gund Arena. Kegel and Fedyukov trying to come back to 3rd.
One of the most difficult lifts here in this free dance was this last lift. She lassos her right leg around his head. The height has to be just right. The timing has to be just right to pull that off. That's much harder than it looks.
5.3, 5.2.
Now they're marks as they sit alongside their coaches, Ushi Kessler and Robbie Kane, for a set for technical merit in the 5.1 up to a 5.4 range. Susan.
I feel that some of these marks, the 5.1, 5.2, are a little bit low, considering they had a good skate and it's a solid choreographed program.
And now the second set of marks for presentation, 5.2 up to 5.5 the high.
I'm glad to see some of those come up because it really was a very comfortable and smooth performance.
So Kegel and Fedyukov into 2nd place, right behind Silverstein and Pekarek right now. Up next, Beata Handra and Charles Sinek in a position to medal at nationals for the first time in their careers. In Immediately following our coverage of ice dance, the men skate for gold. Reigning champ Michael Weiss got his game face on. He'll need it. He takes on the Quad King, Timothy Gable, right here in his hometown. He looks ready to go. Live coverage of the men's championship is next.
Let's welcome now Beata Handra and Charles Sinnott.
The free dance continues. Terry Gannon, Susie Wynn, and Leslie Visser as Beata Handra and Charles Sinnott are about to start. They're in third place after the original dance.
Beata and Charles have really improved this year. I asked them what was their secret, and they said they had an early start. They started well back into June on their choreography and their whole mission for the year. It's what you really need to do these days, get a head start on things.
This would be a huge event for them. They finished fourth, just off the podium last season.
Beata chose this music about 6 years ago when she went to a performance of the San Francisco Ballet, hoping that she could use it for the day she found a partner.
Beata and Charles were married in the summer of 1996. We sometimes forget how expensive this sport is. They had to stop competing for some time. The season of 1997, Charles actually invented a tape that would replace the skate boot polish. He has marketed that now. It's in over 200 stores, and they earn their way back onto the ice.
Well, Terry, with ice dancing, what a lot of people don't realize is you have to train the compulsory dances, the original dance, and now here the free dance. It's a good extra 2 hours a day, lessons, costumes. It really is quite a commitment. They skate with great attack. They certainly don't hold back in anything they're doing. Some of the transitions are a little rougher than the other couples, but it's still got great flow and great attack. What's interesting, if you can sometimes hear the blade, if there's a scratching sound, it means that your weight's a little bit forward on the blade and the toe pick is holding you back. I can hear a little bit of the blade. With Silverstein and Pekarek, you didn't hear a sound. They're so light on their feet, they just float across the ice. Nice changes of position. The rotational lift, it has to turn 3 revolutions. Well, very strong performance. They certainly have gained confidence after the original dance. Being in third place has really helped them feel up about this.
They talked about that too. It was a boost of confidence moving up over Kegel and Fedyukov. And proud parents, Mary Sinnott, Desi and Tamako, Handra, watching here at Gund Arena. Can they hold on to third?
Here in one of the dance lifts, you can see their couples are very close together. He's only holding her with one arm right underneath the small of her back. Very well done. Their footwork was nice and tricky. They skate very close together. They had a lot of interesting changes of hold. You can see here they're just very precise, and they move very well across the ice.
5.3.
So what do the judges think between Kegel and Fedyukov and Handra and Sinek? Here we go. Technical merit marks, 5.1 to 5.4.
They probably saw a lot of the speed. This couple does move a little faster than Debbie and Oleg.
Now the second set for presentation, all important, of course. 5.2 up to 5.5 the range, and not good enough. Handra and Sinek behind Kegel and Fedyukov, who they were trying to overtake. Up next, Naomi Lang and Peter Chernyshев, the reigning U.S. champions, take the ice after this message and a word from our ABC stations. Welcome back to Cleveland. The State Farm U.S. Figure Skating Championships continue now. We're down to the final ice dance team. Silverstein and Pekarek in the lead over Kegel and Fedyukov and Handra and Sinek. As the reigning U.S. champions skate out to the center of the ice, Naomi Lang and Peter Chernyshев in the lead after the original dance. Naomi, you see her age there, along with Peter Chernyshев, who is originally from St. Petersburg, Russia. Naomi in the state of Michigan, where they train.
The one thing about this couple is that they make everything look so easy, but everything they do is so difficult. Here he's just balancing on his toe pick as he pivots and then goes right in and segues into a beautiful dance lift. Peter and Naomi have so much power. Here you can see in this lift the turning ability he has, her flexibility, they're changing positions. Something is always happening. They never get stuck in a static position. That tends to be easier. Very beautiful dance spin. You can just see the attack. They're a lot faster than Silverstein and Pekarek.
Naomi and Peter with much more experience on the senior level than Silverstein and Pekarek. The two teams met once in the competition this season. That was at Skate America. Naomi and Peter finished third. Amy and Justin finished fifth in that event. But Silverstein and Pekarek have garnered much of the attention throughout the year.
This is a very difficult dance spin. Again, they're changing positions, using 3 positions, where a lot of the other couples only chose to do 2. And they were still able to keep up the speed of it. Turning in one spot, keeping coordinated is not easy. Here, their circular footwork pattern. Not as many turns as Silverstein and Pekarek. very difficult change of direction lift. Peter lifts to 1 foot earlier on and now in a spread eagle position. Look at their unison as they enter into the final turns of their program. It's like one body, one shape. This program has such a dreamy quality to it. They skated this perfectly.
Well, which team is it going to be from the Detroit area? They practiced together. Jamie and Justin backstage. Silverstein and Pekarek watching the entire program. Now they've got to wait. The same thing goes for Naomi Lang and Peter Chernyshев in the lead after the original dance. There are the folks right there. The families throwing flowers onto the ice, making sure that they can hear the applause. The reigning U.S. champs. Their effort here at the National Championships trying to defend the title.
And everything they do is seamless. You can just see here the entrance to one of their first lifts, the flexibility, the strength. He's able to accelerate during his turning. And here a nice transition. Beautiful flexibility and great speed. Here in one of their transitions, these are called twizzles, turning on 1 foot. Peter just gets off center. He pulls outside the circle, but they recover very well.
So it comes down to this as you look at Igor Spielbahn, their coach, sitting in the same spot where he was for Silverstein and Pekarek. Technical merit marks, look at those.
Well, the 5.9s are tremendous. The 5.5 there is a little low. I think the judges need to realize how difficult this program truly is.
But all the way up to that 5.9. Now presentation, this is it right here. 5 points, up to a perfect 6.0. No question about it. Naomi Lang and Peter Chernyshев repeat. They are once again the gold medalists at the U.S. National Championship. Justin Pekarek, Jamie Silverstein, they've got to settle for the silver medal.
The award ceremony for your 2000.
So the neighborhood showdown that everyone expected, it materialized, and Lang and Chernyshев finish on top of Silverstein and Pekarek. Lang Chernyshев will represent the U.S. at the World Championships next month. So should Silverstein and Pekarek. The USFSA will make that determination a little bit later. Kegel and Fedyakov, a comeback to capture the bronze medal. And you look at some of the names who came here to compete, finish in the top 12 here at Cleveland. Well, the winners right now have been joined by Leslie Visser. Let's go down to Leslie.
Terry, they say sometimes it's tougher to defend a title than to win one. Congratulations to you both. A perfect 6. What did that mean?
Oh, that meant the world to me. It got me so emotional. I started crying, and I'm just so thankful that everybody likes our program.
You credited her with the 6, Peter.
I think we got so far just one 6.0, and I totally think that it's all Naomi's 6.0. Hopefully in the future we'll get some more.
How does this compare to your first title?
I think this one, to me, it's more precious. It was a little bit harder, I think, for us to be in the position of leaders and defend the title this year.
Absolutely. Well, you fought for it. See you in Nice. Back to you, Terry.
All right, Leslie, thank you. When we come back to Cleveland, will it be Weiss? Will it be Gable? Will it be someone else? Live coverage of the men's competition is next.
This Wide World of Sports update brought to you by Mobil 1. Nothing outperforms Mobil 1.
A live look now at the reigning U.S. champion, Michael Weiss, very relaxed backstage. Picture of his daughter Annie Mae on his t-shirt. Needs another one now with Christopher Michael, his 3-month-old son. They'll watch their dad try to defend his title in just a few moments here at the State Farm U.S. Figure Skating Championships. Hi again, everybody. I'm Terry Gannon. The final group of men just a moment away from taking the ice. But this mobile update concerns the ladies. Let's take you back to the short program yesterday. Michelle Kwan, the overwhelming favorite, had trouble with her triple toe jump. The fall, she finds herself in 3rd place. And it's 15-year-old Sasha Cohen who is now in the lead. What a great performance she had in her short program. Certainly worth another look now.
She's opening with a triple Lutz double toe. And watch the beautiful position she gets into on this entrance. Very dainty.
That was just wonderful. So light, so straight. Oh, that was perfect.
Just wonderful stretch. She does Pilates once a week. And this back Charlotte is absolutely perfect.
Now she needs this next element, footwork into a triple flip. She must hold on to this. Good, good.
Oh my.
Isn't that just a dream? And there's one marvelous thing about this is that she's holding on so beautifully. And that is one of the prettiest laybacks.
To go to the World Championships unless she medals at the Junior World Championships.
And her final jump, this double axel, very nice.
Boy, I always get unsure on those.
Her coach, John Nex, says she never hits a bad position. And I believe it. She is just absolutely exquisite.
She's had trouble all week long. Many elements. Slight dip there, just the tiniest one.
But she saved it. Look at this beautiful sit-spin position.
That's the only position that isn't really perfect with the bent back. But what a stretch to it. What a beautiful position at the end.
Cleveland rocks for the first time tonight for Sasha Cohen. That's her dad, Roger, right behind that man. Little bit of a look of concern on the face of Michelle Kwan. Will she still be the leader after we hear the marks for Sasha Cohen? She would not. 15-year-old Sasha Cohen, a star emerging with one performance. She vaulted into the lead. And Michelle Kwan knew at that moment the battle to keep her gold got even more difficult. So you look at the final group that will skate tonight. Sasha Cohen over 14-year-old Sarah Hughes in second. Michelle Kwan in third place. The top three control their own destiny in the free skate. And our coverage begins tonight at 9 o'clock Eastern time. We'll have the pairs and then live coverage of the Ladies Championship. Should be a great final tonight here on ABC. 364 days of preparation come down to 4.5 minutes. Defending champion Michael Weiss looks toward his second consecutive title as motivation. Timothy Gable hopes to win gold for the first time and do it in his hometown. Both look to become the first ever to land a quad at the U.S. Championships. Two men chasing history in Cleveland. The men's free skate is next.
Timothy Gable. Ryan Brown.
The State Farm U.S. Figure Skating Championships have come to Cleveland for the first time since 1964, and the fans here have turned out all week long. Certainly here today, one of the moments they've been waiting for. The men's championship about to be decided. And the standings after this short program, it's Michael Weiss, the reigning champion first, but right behind him, Timothy Gable here in his hometown. Matthew Savoy ahead of Trifon Zivanovic, who was last year's silver medalist. And the order in which they'll skate, Gable will be up first, Zivanovic third, and Michael Weiss, after warming up, has to wait around. He'll be the last skater to take the ice and compete. Terry Gannon, Dick Button back with you. Glad to have you with us once again here in Cleveland. And Dick, you look at Michael Weiss. He came in as the reigning champ, but he wasn't the favorite. All the focus was on Timothy Gable. What does Weiss have to do now to win? What are the keys?
Well, you got to remember that he's coming off an injury of several weeks, and he's got to prove that he has the stamina to get through this program. If he does, and if he's on, you'll see that his presentation really has quite a nice impact. He does all the triple jumps, triple combinations. What he really needs is that quadruple jump. If he gets that, he's really golden.
What about Timothy Gable now? 19 years of age, originally from Rolling Meadows, Illinois, but for some years he's lived right here in the Cleveland area. Look at what he has done in terms of expanding the boundaries of this sport with the quad, and that's what certainly this sport has become. The first person to land 3 quads in a single program, that was earlier this season. The first American to land a quad triple combination. The first American to ever land a quad, that was in 1998. What should we look for here?
Well, you've got to say that it's the quadruple jumps. Remember, his posture is not very good. That affects his presentation. He's not a theatrical skater. He does all the triples and triple combinations, but he needs those 3 quadruple jumps. And remember, he couldn't complete one in the short program, although he did 3 at Skate America. It's really a question.
How has he done all these quads? Well, researchers at the University of Delaware have broken it down into terms that all of us sports fans can understand.
It's been said to be a great skater that it's necessary to have the balance of a tightrope walker, the aggressiveness of a football player, the nerves of a golfer, the flexibility of a gymnast, and the grace of a ballet dancer.
In Tim's triple axel, he gets approximately 23 inches off the ice. Basketball player who has an average height of 6'7" is going to jump somewhere in the vicinity of 24 inches and dunk. The difference comes primarily during a landing. The basketball player can land on 2 feet and still maintain balance. Tim's got to land on an area about the size of your fingernail and put his skate down in a specific place or he falls. Tim doing the quad jump, he has to build up as much angular momentum as possible in order to generate 4 revolutions. Second, when he leaves the ice, in order to generate that spin rate, he has to pull his body in as tight as possible. Now, the faster you're spinning, the harder that is to do. And so when he reaches his peak spin rate, he's really struggling to hold his body in position. You're asking this person to balance on a tightrope and at the same time go up and do all these jumps and spins 23 inches in the air and spin at 300 revolutions per minute and come down and land and keep skating as if nothing ever happened.
Every skater has an element that they're known for. Tim's signature is this hydro blade. He's balancing his entire body weight on 1/8 of an inch of a blade. His heart rate is at its maximum and has been for 3 or close to 3 to 4 minutes. Tim's muscles feel like they're screaming.
That move is phenomenal. Strength, flexibility, control, balance in that one move are incredible. And then to come up out of that into a Salchow is just a tremendous amount of power this individual has.
So when we compare the amount of effort, it's very similar to, say, like a 4-minute miler. The difference is when they're finishing their event, it's a face of pure agony and exhaustion. The skater, on the other hand, is finishing with beauty, line, and grace, and a smile on their face.
Really is amazing where he has helped take this sport. Timothy Gable with 3 quads planned in his free skate. Michael Weiss, on the other hand, has only landed a quad in competition 1 time. That was at the '99 World Championships. For more on these 2 top contenders, let's go over and join Leslie Visser right now. Leslie?
Terry, Michael Weiss plans to really attack his program. He said, I'm the defending champion for a reason, but I'm going to skate like I'm challenging for the title. By the way, he's chosen the music Carmen, typically selected by women skaters, to show his versatility, that he can skate to more than classic rock. Well, as for Tim Gable, he's also very confident. He said his biggest problem this week has been ticket requests. He finally told his friends he didn't get hundreds of tickets. In fact, his father had to buy one. So, Terry, if you have a couple extra, he could use them.
Hey, Leslie, I had to borrow one from Dick Button to get in the building this week. So don't look to me.
I gave you a pass. What are you talking about?
Hey, if you want to be the 10th judge, you can do that right at home. To cast your vote on who you think won the men's championship, log on to abcsports.com at espn.com. You can vote We'll give you the results of that vote later on this afternoon. Well, besides Weiss and Gable, certainly other men in this last group who can make some noise, medal, perhaps challenge for the win. Matthew Savoy is in third place after the short program. And remember, if you're in the top three and you win the free skate, you're the overall winner. And Trifon Zivanovic from Los Angeles, who was a silver medalist, surprise silver medalist last season, in fourth right now, Dick.
Well, I've got to tell you something. Don't cut either of these two guys short. They are really fine all-around skaters. They've got some problems, each of them, but I'll tell you, they're very exciting and all-around good performers that we'll be seeing over the years.
So here we go. The men's free skate, 4.5 minutes for the gold medal, worth 2/3 of the overall score. And right out of the gate, it is the 19-year-old who lives just outside of Cleveland. He was in the building 4 years ago in San Jose,
in Lakewood, Ohio,
when Rudy Galindo won in his hometown.
Timothy Gable.
Timothy Gable, the bronze medalist from last season, who finished 12th at the World Championships, with a much improved, a much different skater this year.
Now he has 3 quadruple jumps planned. They will be crucial to his overall impact. Triple flip jump. The ease with which he performs these triple jumps really belies the fact that they're a struggle for 99% of the skaters of the world. This combination, a triple axel, triple toe loop jump. You could see that he was leaning at the very start of the jump. That will not be counted as a combination that turns and steps in between the jumps. Now his first quadruple Salchow triple toe loop combination is right here. Triple Salchow, triple toe loop. Now, that really was outstanding. A quadruple Salchow into a triple toe loop.
So there you have it. The first man ever to do a quad at the U.S. National Championships. Fitting, I guess, that it is Timothy Gable.
You know, you have to look very carefully at these revolutions. They go by so fast, you can lose it in the blink of an eye. Now his second quadruple toe loop right here. Very good. Easy, clean, wonderful edging coming out of that. That makes 2.
On a roll. Remember, it was Skate America earlier this season where he hit 3 in one program, and that was the first time anyone had done it. Will he do it here again?
And this, the quad Salchow. Watch the 2-foot land take off. Beautiful, just exquisite. He did it. You see, that's a competitive spirit if there ever was one. Doing it when it's important.
3 for 3. Gable, who spent the week or much of it in a hotel, not at home, to get away from all the media, all the fans, all the friends, the family. Did attend some of his classes at Case Western Reserve University here.
Straight line footwork into a triple Lutz spread eagle as part of that footwork. A knee slide. Notice this is in a straight line down the rink to the end and then curving. Triple Lutz. Triple loop. The weakness, if there is any, is the fact that that was not a stretched out spin with very good position. Series of spins turning butterflies down the ice. Back sit spin. Would be better if the back were straighter than being quite so rounded. But you know, when you're leading with so many quadruple jumps, it's kind of doing a little nitpicking to talk about backs and pointed feet, isn't it? Spread eagle here. Now watch him move, and this last combination, a very unusual entrance feature, a hydroblade position, out of which he steps right up. Here's the hydroblade. Now watch him step right up into a triple Salchow, not even putting the other foot down. That is a tough entrance to that last triple jump. Well, I don't think that not only Carol Heiss will go nuts, but so is the audience. I mean, they're really standing on their feet and throwing these stuffed teddy bears at him like he's the target on a dartboard. What a day.
When he watched Rudy Galindo win in his hometown in San Jose 4 years ago, he said, it was one of the great moments I had ever experienced. The entire building, no matter where anyone was from, they were with Rudy. Guess what? Everyone in this building, save for maybe Michael Weiss's family, was with Timothy Gable. 3 quadruple jumps in one program at the U.S. Championships. We'll have his very high marks when we come back right after this message and a word from our ABC stations.
The State Farm U.S. Figure Skating Championships. This ABC Sports exclusive brought to you by State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. iCruise.com, the cruise portal. Little Hershey's Kisses, big chocolate taste. And Bear Aspirin, powerful pain relief, and so much more.
Not only was Timothy Gable not out of breath when he came off the ice, he told his coaches, I want to go out there and do it again.
Well, just take a look at this first quadruple Salchow, triple toe loop combination. He just pushes right on up into the air. Wonderful tight revolution. And if you notice, the landing edge is steady and it's clean. It doesn't switch from an inside to an outside edge. Now, look again at the cleanness of this and see whether he uses that second foot right there, that free foot. It's almost as though he slides it on the ice, but it is not enough to cause a problem. There it is. Looks good stretch back. Now this is the quadruple toe loop, and watch as he turns, steps to the other foot, and toe picks up into the air. Perfect position and clean straight line coming out of it. Just very nice. And this quad Salchow. Now watch how he uses the free leg. Does he put it on the ice there to help support himself? No, they have said he does not. So that's the interesting point. Oh, and look at these marks.
There'll be 2 sets, of course. The first for technical merit. 5.8s, 5.9s,
and 5.9.
Those are very generous marks, and they reflect the enthusiasm for the triple and quadruple jumps.
In fact, only one 5.8, the rest 5.9. The crowd does not like these. Presentation marks 5.6 up to 5.8.
And they are perfectly justified because his presentation is not at the highest level. That he has got to work on if he's going to challenge Evgeny Plishenko at the World Championships in Nice later in March.
Plishenko, of course, just won the European title over Alexei Yagudin. Not much room at the top for Michael Weiss and the rest of this final group. History-making performance for Timothy Gable in front of a home crowd.
Here to compete on behalf of the Broadmoor Skating Club in Colorado Springs, Colorado, let's welcome Ryan Bradley.
So here is Ryan Bradley. How about the job he has right now ahead of him? 16 years old. He's in 6th place after the short program. He must feel like the JV team after the varsity just played.
I'll tell you, this guy is so happy to be here. He has been sparkling since the day he arrived.
The 99 U.S. Junior National Champion.
Now look at his technical merit right here. A triple flip jump, triple toe loop. Now this triple Lutz, triple toe, also needed. Triple Lutz, double toe. See, the fact that he's pulling these off very cleanly, I think will stand him in good stead in the technical merit marks. And on top of that, he's got very good positions and a sort of a sense of theatrical flair through the rest of the program. Although having said that, this was not the best spin combination I've seen.
Ryan Bradley, originally from St. Joseph, Missouri, started skating at the age of 2, following his sister to the rink. An all-around athlete, though. Baseball, basketball player, all-star in those sports.
Very neat, clean triple loop jump. He's got a little flair there, doesn't he?
Some confidence for a 16-year-old, huh?
Now that was not the difficulty level that he should have had at this point. Lutz jump, and look at those one turns on the foot, the free landing foot at the exit of it. That shows real control.
Ryan Bradley, a 6-footer. He told us in the last 2 years he's grown some 10 inches. And it's taken its toll on his knees and his legs. He has to ice down his knees after every practice.
It's either a double, a triple axel, and unfortunately incomplete. Incidentally, these Franz Liszt Hungarian Rhapsodies were what Hayes Jenkins, also of Cleveland Akron, used when he won the World Championships, when he stunned the World Championship with his fabulous performance early in the 1950s. Jump over, those are very nice. A little bit of a faltering at the end there. I think he didn't quite have the stamina or the experience to hold on to this thing. But the kid's got a little flair, doesn't he?
He enjoyed himself,
yes.
Only 16 years of age.
And
Ryan Bradley.
And isn't that what it's all about?
Hey, let's go down to Leslie Visser. She's caught up with Timothy Gable. Leslie?
Terry, he said coming over on the bus, he just knew. Tim, congratulations. Describe that experience.
That was just the most amazing feeling I've ever had. Every time I went into a jump, I just knew I was going to hit it. And I felt better at the end of the program than at the beginning. I can't even believe that it went that well.
Once you hit the first quad, did you know the others would happen?
Once I hit the toe, I knew that I was going to hit all three.
Well, you made a memory for everybody. Good luck. Back to you, Terry.
All right, Leslie, remember, though, Michael Weiss still to skate, the reigning champion. We'll have the march for Ryan Bradley, though, when we return to Cleveland. Weiss still to skate.
If you're driving around with some cut-rate car insurance and you get into an accident, that's when it hits you. There's no State Farm agent to turn to for help. So the choice is yours. Get yourself a State Farm agent or get left out in the cold.
Honey, I know it's your birthday tomorrow, but Mommy has to go away on a business trip.
Tell you what, you know that new bike you wanted for your birthday? Mommy will get it for you. That new video game, huh?
Okay, you tell Mommy what you want, whatever it is. You got it.
Hey, happy birthday.
Visa Platinum, exceptional credit limit and worldwide acceptance. Purchase power for when it really counts.
Does this mean I can't get the bike?
Before you go out and rent a carpet shampooer, get the Dirt Devil Easy Steamer. The lightest, easiest, most compact carpet cleaner. The Easy Steamer gives you deep cleaning power you can see with a motorized brush that agitates and lifts stains and everyday dirt right out of your carpet, upholstery, or stairs. For professional results at home, get the Easy Steamer, because nothing escapes the power of a Dirt Devil.
Will Kwan keep her crown, or will a rising star take her place? The State Farm U.S. Figure Skating Championships, tonight at 9 on ABC.
Bark if you're going to watch 101 Dalmatians. 101 Dalmatians, ABC Sunday at 7, 6 Central.
Back at the State Farm U.S. Figure Skating Championship, star-studded crowd here in John Arena. Austin Powers, along with Ryan Bradley and his coaches. Technical merit 5.1 and 5.6.
You never can tell what the audience is going to throw at you these days. But I've got to tell you, those marks 5.6 were very generous. He had some trouble with the spins, and it's a youthful performance, but nevertheless outstanding.
And he's had a blast. You can tell the look on his face. He's been smiling and laughing throughout the entire week. Ryan Bradley from St. Joseph, Missouri.
I think he's a little bit of pizzazz, doesn't he?
Representing the All-Year Figure Skating Club in Culver City, California, would you please welcome Trifon Zivanovic.
So here's a skater that could certainly shake things up at the top of the leaderboard. Trifon Zivanovic, last year's surprising silver medalist. That was a great moment when he captured that a season ago, but he's in 4th place, so he does not control his own destiny, as it were. He needs help from someone else to beat.
Well, the reason he's using West Side Story is because that is supposedly a program that fits his kind of rougher style of skating. There's not a lot of elegance or line there. His triple axel, triple toe combination. Triple axel, double toe.
He has yet to land a quad in competition.
But there's one planned here, a quadruple toe loop. See if it becomes his first. Triple triple combination, flip and toe. Now he got such good height on that first part, did not control the landing, and turned right into 3 turns, and that will negate the combination aspect of that 2-jump combination. You have to step directly in from one jump to another. No turns, extra moves allowed.
Triffin from Los Angeles, lives with his parents, helps out with his mother who has muscular dystrophy. Went to the World Championships where he finished 16th. Neither Triffin nor Timothy Gable finished in the top 10 while Michael Weiss won the bronze medal there, but that's why the U.S. can only send 2 men to this year's World Championships.
Threes into a triple Salchow. That had good height to it. Fast enough revolution so that the skater can pull out of the jump still in the air and then land it. That's the ideal way to do it. Complete the revolution in the air. You know, I really like his skating. It's rough, it's unpolished, it's energetic. It's really, in a sense, a lot of times out of control. But there's a nice quality to it, a good energy, and a good, really athletic push to it.
Well, Triffin Zivanovic isn't going to challenge Timothy Gable. He probably knew that when he took the ice. Michael Weiss, getting ready backstage, knows that he has to be perfect to have any chance to repeat as the national champion. Back in a moment.
Women are forever in motion. So Carrie's put its new lotion in motion. Introducing new Carrie Fast Absorbing. This brand new Carrie penetrates fast, absorbs fast, to moisturize without a greasy afterfeel. Its unique aloe and vitamin E formula is fast absorbing to soften skin instantly. There's even one for sensitive skin. New Carrie Fast Absorbing. Strong enough to be Carrie, fast enough for you.
No, you must feel the music. Feel the music.
Give me a break.
Whoa, give me a break. Give me a break. Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar. See the USA in your Chevrolet. America's the greatest land of all.
The new Chevy Impala LS has better acceleration than the 3 top-selling cars in its class. So it's only fair to tell you, Sunday drives may last until Tuesday. Let's go for a drive. Impala, we'll be there.
little Hershey's Kisses. Big chocolate taste.
He sells women's products for a living.
You go, Pink Umbrella Man.
But this Wednesday,
I'm gonna be a fireman.
he's making big changes.
This is Pete's first day.
Hey!
Hey.
A new Two Guys and a Girl, followed by Norm. See you Wednesday on ABC. And let me warn you, it's gonna be hot.
Welcome back live to the State Farm U.S. Figure Skating Championships. Terry Gannon, Dick Button, Leslie Visser with you. Don't forget, tonight should be a great final for the ladies. Comes your way at 9 Eastern and Pacific here on ABC Sports. Michelle Kwan in third place right now.
For technical merit.
Meanwhile, Trifon Zivanovic awaits his scores with his coach, Gary Visconti. First set for technical merit, Dick.
And those are very creditable marks. It was not a A-plus world-class world championship level, but very good. Look at this quadruple toe that he planned, but he did not even complete the fourth revolution and did a very nice triple. That's sort of like an insult, isn't it? Yeah, he only did a triple.
How spoiled we've become. And presentation marks 5.3 up to 5.7.
They're not very good because he really doesn't have a good sense of posture or style, and that although he has a great macho quality that fits the West Side Story image.
So it's Timothy Gable ahead of Trifon Zivanovic right now.
Broadmoor Skating
Your
Club
top
in
two.
Colorado Springs. Let's have a warm welcome now for Damon Allen.
Here's one of the veterans at this year's national championships, 26 years of age in Colorado Springs now, originally from Rockford, Illinois. His 7th trip to the senior nationals. Damon Allen takes the ice in 5th.
Part of the problem that Damon Allen has been the inconsistencies he's had in these difficult elements. Triple, axel, and that was a problem right there. He fell out of it. He didn't complete the revolutions to make a triple axel. And even as a double axel, it fell out on the landing. Jump, double toe loop combination. Now watch him switch the edge from the back outside turn of this. Well, he did in practice at any rate.
Best laid plans, huh?
Yep. Well, this is called a free program, and one of the free aspects of it is that you can change your choreography and your content without penalty.
Damon's best finish at the national championships, 4th place finish back in '95. He's had so many injuries after starting with great promise. A stress fracture in his leg that kept him out of the '96 nationals that doctors said probably would never heal well enough for him to take the ice again.
It's a good position here. Now this maybe, well, it was an attempt at a triple axel. Didn't get the revolution, crashed the landing. Double loop jump. Good headless spin. You know, it's a very steady program. He kind of sort of was on one level through the whole thing, and I think that hurt the impact a little bit.
Damon Allen, as Timothy Gable watches and waits. He is in first place right now. Remember, Michael Weiss will be the last man to take the ice this afternoon. Matthew Savoy is up next, though, as we continue after this message and a word from our ABC stations.
The State Farm U.S. Figure Skating Championships on ABC's Wide World of Sports continues.
Live look inside Gund Arena. The fans here watching the men decide their title at the State Farm U.S. Figure Skating Championships. Maybe the toughest part of Timothy Gable's day right now, waiting to watch the other skaters, including Michael Weiss, who will be the last guy out there. Talk about a different mindset. Weiss, you saw his wife Lisa in the background a moment ago. Now the marks for Damon Allen.
With his coach Diana Ronayne.
5.1.
First set 5.1 up to 5.4 the range.
Not very strong marks, and accurately so. The program missed on the most obvious difficult triples and
5.1.
Damon Allen from Rockford, Illinois, same hometown as Janet Lynn, the great Janet Lynn.
Better marks
5.4.
presentation-wise.
5.6.
So Damon Allen into fourth place as Timothy Gable is obviously still your leader. Triffin Zivanovic in second, and Ryan Yankee is currently in third place. He skated with one of the earlier groups, but he had a great performance in the free skate. But remember, Matt Savoy
competing on behalf of
and
Illinois
Michael Weiss still to go here.
Peoria, Illinois. Let's welcome Matthew Savoy.
So here is the 19-year-old from Peoria, Matt Savoy, who is fourth just off the podium last season at the Senior Nationals. This his third trip. And in third place after the short program.
Spread eagle. Now watch him step right up into his triple axel. Very, very difficult entrance to that. And unfortunately, the triple axel was off, and that threw off the triple toe. He's a very controlled skater. Double toe. The problem there was that when he went to put his toe in the ice, he didn't reach it far enough back and it kind of overly quickly vaulted him into the air, and I think that kind of surprised him. But he's got a very good basic position. He's straight on with the jumps, meaning he's not angled, he's not off center, and he's a controlled skater.
A sophomore at Bradley University in Peoria, majoring in biology and carries an A average. Had a great year on the Grand Prix circuit this season. Was 5th at Skate America and won the bronze medal at Nations Cup in Germany.
You can see here there's a very great awareness of the glide, of skating, of stroking. Triple loop jump. He doesn't always stretch out his legs or point his feet, but there's a nice awareness of the smoothness of skating. Wonderfully interesting entrance edge where he changed edge just before he stepped up into the jump. Very smooth skater and a very is aware of the unique aspects of this sport. Unusual entrances. Look at this hydroblading entrance right here. Now watch him step right up on the same edge into that triple lutz. Perfect position. That really put him in the right position. Very, very difficult. Wow. And he just unfortunately missed off that last one. Now that will give him some kind of a failure of additional points. The overall performance so far is not scintillating and not really spiffy.
Matt Savoy has never medaled at the Senior National Championships. There are his parents right there. Monica Rising, his stepmother. Mike Savoy, his father. 4th last season. He may get a medal this year. There you see Michael Weiss, though, on the ice warming up. He'll be next. His family is here in attendance. They have always been a great influence on him and a big part of his success.
The family thing has always been great for me. It's always been a great balance to my life and a great balance to have skating and family as well. And I couldn't be more thrilled. I have 2 healthy children, and it doesn't get any better than that.
The judges' marks for Matthew
Back at the
Savoy.
State Farm U.S. Figure Skating Championships, Matthew Savoy waiting for his marks now.
5.3, 5.5.
And there's the first set for technical merit, Dick.
Listen, they were not as good as what he hoped for, but they were nice marks. He kind of let it drizzle a little bit, but look at this next to last move, this hydroblading position. Now watch him step right up and staying on the same edge. He goes and turns the edge to a back outside edge and steps up into that triple lutz. That was very difficult and very good.
Remember, he was ahead of Triffin Stefanovic after the short program, but with those presentation marks, he is now behind Stefanovic. And there is the current leader, of course, Timothy Gable. How many bottles of water has he had in between? There's the Weiss family right there. Michael's father, Greg, on the left. Annie Mae And I don't know if you saw him, but Michael's grandfather, Louis Sims, in attendance too. So your standings: Timothy Gable, Trifon Zivanovic, and Matthew Savoy. And it comes down to this: Michael Weiss trying to defend his title as the U.S. champion, and he will need to be perfect to have a chance.
And I think even more important than that, he's going to need that first jump, that quadruple toe loop. And then hope that the impact and the theatrical pressure will handle it.
As Michael's wife, Lisa, who, along with Ryan Wright, is one of his choreographers. In fact, he's got a number of choreographers for his free skate. There's something on the ice right now. That's why we have the delay, and this has got to seem like an eternity to Michael Weiss.
Actually, it's a very good thing for him because it allows him to, you can't hold your breath in nervous anticipation forever. You've got to let it out at some point, and that usually thins you out and makes you a little more relaxed.
He represents the Washington Figure Skating Club in Alexandria, Virginia. Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Weiss.
The 23-year-old from Fairfax, Virginia. His best year as a skater last season, but all kinds of problems this year because of the stress fracture in his ankle. He says now that's fine. He's back to 100%. We'll see right now his chance to repeat as champion.
Remember, the music is from the opera Carmen, Bizet. Come down to this quadruple jump, triple jump, not a quadruple.
So Weiss is yet to land a quad at the Nationals. Did he just lose any chance to win?
Not at all. Triple axel, triple toe. Remember, he has a better overall theatrical impact and sense of theater and the originality. The steps and footwork are far better. Simply a matter of whether the judges will make this a triple jump contest solely. Triple toe loop, and those are neat and very good. So this is going to be a much, if he skates this way through the whole program, it'll make a very interesting competition. Axel.
Made a lot about Timothy Gable being in his hometown and all the distractions that can cause. Well, Michael Weiss has his immediate family here, and actually about 60 more relatives and friends that have come along with him.
That's got to, he's got to pay a price for that. Jump. Salchow. One more triple jump. Required footwork into a triple Lutz jump. Right here. Combination spin. This competition is coming down to one question and one question only, and that is whether the judges will make this strictly a quadruple jump honoration. And if it is, Timothy Gable will get it. But I got to tell you, as an overall program, this was the better one, and this was the better skate.
There's Greg Weiss, Michael's father. No matter what the judges think, you can't take anything away from Michael Weiss. Did not hit the quad, but Lisa and everyone else here knows this was a terrific program for Weiss. And there is Timothy Gable wondering whether or not he will win his first gold medal or whether it will be Michael Weiss who repeats as the U.S. champion. We'll find out in a moment. The men's title at the State Farm U.S. Championships about to be decided right now as we await the marks from Michael White. There is Timothy Gable with his coach, Carol Heiss Jenkins. And the long wait for Weiss right now.
You know, there was a very interesting thing that happened here. Michael Weiss did 3 triple toe loops. Only 2 are permitted, 1 in combination and 1 singly. And he did 3. And if the judges look at that, they will take 1/10 of a point off on each mark. Now, look at this attempt at his quadruple toe. Turn, step, toe pick, 1, 2, 3. He opened up, out. I think he could have had a quadruple there, but he opened up, out, and was clean as a clean triple as you can ask for. And here's the triple axel, triple toe loop.
5.7.
There it is.
5.6.
And here the mark.
5.8.
Look at these.
5.7. 5.7.
First set now, Dick, technical merit.
You know, there's plenty of room there to play with because remember, Timothy Gable got considerably lower presentation marks. So this is the answer right here.
Absolutely. A 6.0 for presentation. Michael Weiss has repeated as the U.S. national champion, and this building is stunned.
Well, I'll tell you what happened was that the judges refused to allow it to be solely and purely a triple jump competition. That's what happened. That's what happened. And look at Mike. Oh, look at Timothy Gable. What a sense of disappointment. But I think it's a cheer. It's a cheer for overall skating that makes this so memorable for Michael Weiss at this point.
Even he had to doubt whether he had a chance with all the quads, the 3 quads that Gable pulled off. His longtime coach, Audrey Riziger, in tears. We'll be back.
The State Farm U.S. Figure Skating Championships. This ABC Sports exclusive brought to you by State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Dirt Devil, makers of the lightweight, easy steamer carpet cleaner. New Carry fast absorbing lotion, strong enough to be Carry, fast enough for you. And Chevrolet, Chevy will be there.
Back in Cleveland, a crowd that is in shock, filing out of Gund Arena as you look at the final standings. Michael Weiss, again the champion. Timothy Gable, 3 quads. He settles for the silver. Trifon Zivanovic wins the bronze. Let's go down to Leslie Visser right now.
Terry, in all the discussion about quads, he showed it was about speed and spins and position. Congratulations, Michael. You said you weren't just going to defend your title.
I can't even put it into words how amazing this was. You know, the last couple months have been real difficult for me coming back from an injury. And I just stuck with my game plan. I went back and I took time off, and you know, I know there were a lot of doubters here, and I'm just so happy to come out here and do it at this moment, at this time. after such a long season,
Well, you
can't put
did.
into words how amazing it was. My first
You
6.0.
proved it. It was your first 6-0, and well done. Back to you, Terry.
All right, Leslie, congratulations, Michael. The fans at home voting online disagree, 69% to Timothy Gable. Remember, ABC Sports is online at ESPN.com, part of the Go Network. We'll be with you tonight at 9 Eastern for the Ladies Championship. This has been a presentation of ABC Sports, continuing the tradition of excellence.